how's it going? It's me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark, and here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do what's sold videos like this, I'll do unboxings, I'll do reviews, I'll do all that good stuff, so if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So happy Sunday. Luckily my husband is entertaining the cats right now, so I can film in my normal filming spot, and they can be entertained. And yeah, I'm just gonna be going over what's sold for me this last week from September 26th to October 2nd. It was a really good week for me in terms of number of sales. I actually had a ton of sales last week, which was really exciting. I love like almost more than, I mean, obviously making a lot of money is great, but it's also just super nice to get things moving. So I'm just gonna jump on into it. Last Sunday, September 26th, I sold this North Face puffer vest. I got this in my bulk box. This was probably the last piece to sell that was like one of the better pieces in the bulk box. So I'm not gonna be profiting too much from here on out, but I do think I netted $400 on that box. Like, I think I sold about $700, and then the box itself was like $300. So I think I made about $400, if that makes sense, on that box, which is great. So this vest sold for $50, and after fees, I made $40. And then I sold these Lucky Brand fringe booties. I got these a while ago. I believe these came in a shoebox. They didn't have a size, which was sad because they were a really cute style, and I couldn't even figure out what the name of the style was or anything. So when someone offered me $25, I decided to accept. I have had them for a while, and like I said, they didn't have a size. So I had to measure them and everything, which was already super difficult when it comes to shoes, but the person already got them and loved them, so that's good. They did fit. They ended up selling for $25, and after fees I made $20. And then the last thing I sold that Sunday was these Ugg Sherling Earmuffs. These came in a fun box, and I do think I could have got more for these, especially since like winter and fall are coming up. But they did offer me $25, and I think like for fun boxes, the ThredUp fun boxes, everything costs between like $3 or $4. So the cost wasn't very high. And again, I did have these for a little while now. So they ended up selling for $25, and after fees I made $20, which I am happy with. And then on Monday I had 4 sales. I sold this Horny Toad turquoise dress. Horny Toad is now Toad & Co. They changed their name. I found this brand a couple of times. I probably want to pick it up unless I found it at the bins. Their dresses are really great for like traveling. You can like roll them up. You can wear leggings underneath. They're like pretty durable. This dress did have a hole in the shoulder, so I've been sitting on it for a while. But it did end up selling for $20, and after fees I made $16. Then I sold this vintage Anne Klein leather jacket, and I was happy to sell it, but I was also like sad because I was hoping it wouldn't sell until like later in the month because I have a wedding to go to in a couple of weeks, and I kind of wanted to wear it for that because it's so trendy. Like the long leather blazer style jackets are like huge right now. So that was a little sad, but it did sell for a good price, so I couldn't really say no. I got this in my most recent 25 item women's mystery box from ThredUp. Ended up selling for $70, and after fees I made $56. And that box I think cost like about $66, so paid for most of that. And then the next thing I sold was this Oritsia Wilfred pleated trouser. These I've had for a while, and I've mentioned it for the last couple of weeks. I've been relisting a lot of my old items. So I did relist those, and then they sold pretty quickly afterwards. Wilfred, I feel like, is one of the better Oritsia brands, or one of the brands that I find the most often. But pleated trousers are still super in style, especially for the fall. They ended up selling for $65, and after fees I made $50.50. And those I picked up at a Goodwill, but I don't think I would have spent more than like $15 on them. And then I sold this Wild Fable rust-colored midi dress. This was perfect for the season again. I picked this up at the bins. I like Wild Fable, it's just a Target brand, but Wild Fable, JoyLab, they're more like newer, trendy Target brands. If I see those at the bins and they're in good condition, I'll probably pick them up. They will sell, they still won't sell for very much, but people know that brand and they like it, and they will be like searching for it. So again, this I got at the bins. It ended up selling for $16, and after fees I made $11.30. And then on Tuesday, I had 2 sales. I sold this Universal Thread pair of jeans. Universal Thread, again, just a Target brand. I do pretty well selling their jeans. I've sold them several times in the past. These sold for $14 and after fees I made $11.05. And I got those, I think, in a denim DIY box. And then my other sale on Tuesday were these Franco Sarto tall boots. These also came from my B&G Trading shoebox. I feel like I've been mentioning them for the last few weeks. Like I've been selling a pair pretty much every week for the last couple of weeks. The cost of goods on each pair of shoes I got in that box was $25. I think I got 5 pairs of shoes. I kept one because they were a pair of heels that weren't in good condition. I sold a kid's pair of Pumas, which were not worth $25. And then I think I got 3 pairs of boots. I sold the soft boots. These are the Franco Sarto boots. And then I got a different pair of like snow boots that aren't like the best brand, but I'm hoping they'll move soon. So these boots sold for $75 and after fees I made $60, which I was happy about. They were really, really cute and really nicely made. Franco Sarto makes some really great shoes, but I will say they don't have the best resale, at least for me. Then on Wednesday the 29th, I had 4 sales. I sold this purse. This was by The Sack. It was a black crochet purse. I used to pick up The Sack a lot, probably around last year. I found it a few times at my closest Goodwill to me. They had a lot of their crocheted pieces, and crochet is still like pretty trendy right now. So I picked them up. I've sold through a few of them. This took a while to sell. It ended up selling for $28 and after fees I made $22.40. I like The Sack, but I'm not really willing to pay up for it anymore. I've had a few really good sales with them, but it was almost, I think, like a fluke, so I really wouldn't pay up for that brand. And then I had a full price buy of the 7 For All Mankind men's jeans. I believe I got these at the bins. I do sell men's clothes pretty often, especially if they're jeans in good condition. I think that they sell like pretty fast. These I sat on for just a little bit, but they end up selling for $35 and after fees I made $28. I have heard though recently that people have had really good luck selling men's clothes on eBay. And right now I'm not selling on eBay because I never switched over, because they don't use PayPal anymore. They use their own payment method thing. I never switched over, so they took off my listings, which was fine. I only had maybe 10 listings on there. I will go back to eBay one day, just not right now. But if you have men's clothes that aren't selling, you might want to consider trying to sell them on eBay. Then I sold this Tommy Bahama reversible dress. I don't do super well selling Tommy Bahama. I found this dress at the bins and I was pretty excited because I know people talk really highly of this brand and it was really good condition and it was reversible, which I thought was pretty cool. I had it listed for far too high, and then recently when I relisted it, I lowered the price. So it ended up selling for $25 and after fees I made $20. And then I sold these St. John Couture silk pants. Now St. John Couture is like the highest line of St. John. And I've tried to sell these on my own. I've tried to send them into ThredUp. And then I've been trying to sell them on my own again on every platform. I've tried to sell them on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari and everything, but they get no interest. I recently relisted them, and then within seconds, I got an offer for $40. And so I countered with $50. They got me down to $45, and I decided to accept because I don't know if I'll ever sell these pants if I didn't. I picked them up for $5 at a thrift store, and at the time was super excited. But they just didn't move for me. So they ended up selling for $45, and then after fees, I made $36. Then on Thursday the 30th, I had 5 sales. I sold this bundle of a pair of Joe's jeans, which I got in my most recent denim DIY box that I'll actually post that video on Wednesday because I got it last week. A Free People blouse that I picked up at the bins. 7 For All Mankind low-rise jeans that either came in a denim DIY box or at the bins. If I'm having a hard time finding good stuff at the bins, I will pick up brands that I don't love to sell, and 7 For All Mankind is one of those brands. And then a pair of Levi mid-rise jeans, which definitely came in a denim DIY box. And those last 2 pair of jeans I actually also recently relisted, and then they sold really quickly, so if you aren't relisting, I highly recommend. I've had a lot of really good luck with that over the last couple of weeks. Some of these were in my 5 for $25 closet, but not all of them. So she sent me an offer of $75 and I thought that that was a really good offer. So I decided to accept, and then after fees, I made $60. Then I sold another pair of Lucky Brand booties. I can't remember if I picked these up at Goodwill or got them in a shoebox, because there was a point where I was looking for Lucky Brand booties to sell. I know people have had really good luck with them. I don't know if it's just like seasonally or if I had them listed too high, but I really wouldn't pick them up unless they were at the bins at this point. Lucky Brand just has never been a good brand for me. But they ended up selling for $25, and then after fees I made $20 on Poshmark. Then I sold these Brooks Levitate silver sneakers. I picked these up at Goodwill. I've heard of Brooks and they seem pretty good with comps. Mine were missing the soles, which weren't great, but they were otherwise in like perfect condition. I've kind of been sitting on them for a while. They were a woman's sneaker, and then someone offered me $30 and I decided to accept. And then I made $24 after fees on Poshmark, and I think I paid like $10 for them. So a little bit on the higher side, but I did want to try them out. And then I had a ThredUp sale. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you might remember that I used to make videos about what I was sending into ThredUp, what they were accepting, and I was selling on there quite often, and I was doing that for a few months. Now it's a little bit harder. Every time they like tell me I can't send clothes into them, I have to make like a new account. I have like 4 accounts, and really I've just been sending them stuff recently that I would otherwise just be getting rid of. Things that don't excite me, things that have been sitting forever, things I've gotten in mystery boxes that I don't want to sell myself. I've just been sending to them. So they're finally starting to process those boxes, and I actually did have one sale. I sold these Ann Taylor jeans for $40.99, and if they accept the package and they don't return them, I'll make $10.46, which is nice because I don't have to photograph, I don't have to ship it out, I don't have to worry about it. And that's probably about as much money I would have got if I was able to sell them myself. But that's just, ThredUp is nice in those ways where if you sell something, it's good, but waiting for them to process your stuff, especially if you want your stuff back, like you have to like pay extra, it's just this whole thing. Then on Friday the 1st, I sold 5 things. I sold this Amore Vert, that's definitely not how you pronounce that, silk floral top. It's a Stitch Fix brand. This I've sat on for probably over a year now. I got it and I was super excited. It's back when Stitch Fix, like finding Stitch Fix at Goodwill was like a big thing. And it was a really cute top, and it was silk, but it sat forever. Someone finally offered me $28 and I accepted right away, and after fees I made $20.90. Then I sold this Gap graphic tee. This actually came in my 100-pound bulk box from ThredUp. I liked it. I just liked the way it looked. It looked super vintage, and I love graphic tees. It ended up selling for $11, and after fees, I made $6.55. And on Friday, I actually sent out a bunch of like 20 and 30% offers on my closet, just trying to get things to sell. And that came from that. And so did my next few sales. So then I sold this Lush cold shoulder sweater. I liked the way it looked. Lush has never been a good brand for me. I don't know why. It's just been a super hard sell. It's like a Nordstrom rack house brand. It's not expensive, but they do make cute stuff. I got this at the bins and it ended up selling for $12, and after fees I made $7.55, and that actually was like a linen blend sweater. Then I sold this new tag, Naked Zebra was the brand, pink tank top. And this I also got at the bins, and it was new tags, and finding new tag stuff at the bins, to me, I will almost always pick it up, especially if it's cute, because it's really hard for me to find new tag stuff, especially affordably, and for like the Christmas season and everything, it's nice to have new tag stuff. But it ended up selling for $12, and after fees I made $7.55. Then the last thing I sold on Friday was this Nike Dry Fit base layer, which also came from my 100-pound bulk box from ThredUp. This was definitely like an older style, but their base layer stuff always does really well for me, will always sell, maybe not always for the highest dollar, but it will eventually sell. People love to layer those, especially in like the winter and the fall when it starts to get cold out. Ended up selling for $11, and after fees I made $6.55. And then on Saturday, September 2nd, yesterday, I only had 3 sales. I sold these Topshop black jeans. I like to sell Topshop jeans. I would never pay up for them. They don't sell for that much, but these actually came from my most recent denim DIY box, and like I said, that video will be posted on Wednesday. It ended up selling for $15. And then after fees, I made $12. Then I sold these vintage Dior heels. I recently went through my shoe death pile because I had like 15 pairs of shoes that I just have never cleaned and I've never listed it because I've been super lazy and I just decided to do them all one day. And these were one of them. These came from one of my DIY designer boxes from ThredUp. They weren't in the best condition and I had them listed on the low end of comps already at like 40, but when someone offered me 25, I decided to just accept. It would have been a really quick turnaround for me and I could get them out of the house and I don't have to look at them anymore, which is great. I'm fine with that. And then after fees, I made 20. Usually for the designer DIY boxes, like the cost of goods is around $12 to $13. So it wasn't a great profit margin, but I'm happy to see them go. And then the last thing I sold yesterday were these Kombu Boots, and I got these at the bins and I was super excited. Comps looked really great. They are a good working boot, but when I got them back, I realized that they did have flaws. I decided to list them anyway, again, at the lower end of comps. Again, I've been sitting on them for a while, so when someone offered me 20, I decided to accept, and after fees, I made $16. So the gross total I made this last week was $817.99, which I'm super happy about. I really couldn't believe that I made so many sales this last week. And then after fees of $199.18, the net amount I made was $618.81, which is great. I was super happy with that. I say it every week, I like to be between 400 and 500, but when I go over that, I'm ecstatic. Yeah, so I'm really happy. I'm glad I've been moving more stuff, especially stuff that's just been sitting. That's always a good feeling when something finally sells. And yeah, I'll be getting a ThredUp shoebox soon, and also, like I said, that ThredUp 50-pound bulk box. So I'll definitely film those and share those with you guys, so I'll have more stuff to list. Definitely let me know how your guys' week has been. Do you think things are picking up? Was this just a fluke? I hope things start to pick up and sort of stay this way through the holidays, because that would be amazing. I know, at least for me, sales always pick up around November and December, but if it's starting early this year, I'm all for it. But yeah, let me know how your sourcing and selling has been, and I will see you guys all in Wednesday's video. Bye!